I'd like a moment of your time, if you please. From one adherent to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. One might argue they brought it on themselves. Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight. Doesn't it? One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fuel Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands. If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir if that's what it takes. And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning. Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
You don't have to answer that.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. That's a matter of perspective. Ludwig is keeping her dark impulses in check. It could have been far, far messier. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. And here I was hoping for a chance to work together, but you've dashed it soundly. Be seeing you, Envoy. Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away? Fine. But I'm holding you to that. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, Envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Adiran whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fiorme Siverna. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? Thirdborn's a rugged place that attracts rugged people. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back. Changed. That's what I'm afraid of.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This Dream Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Right. The garden. Sure.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Yatsli is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsli can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada. Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes. We cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsli, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back to Paradise. Stop. You're aggravating my ulcer.
Listen, I know we didn't get around to stopping by Thomas' cabin, but there's something I need to do in Shatterscarp. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. Wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Messiverno. I just wanted you to know. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
Sleep well. We've got a long road ahead.
We smell death here.
Listen to me, look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
That last fight gouged a hole through our ranks. How many did you lose?
Too many. Not even counting the ones we had to put down because they turned in...
I had to put down 3 good men myself. Telling their family. That was worse.
Don't talk to me like you're the only one who understands hardship. I'm going to be facing down a mutiny soon.
You think we want to be here? Think again.
So leave. I can't wait to see the last of you and your people.
And go where? Nothing but death waiting out there. Better we die with honor.
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Dreamthralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran Dreamthralls.
No, but most are. Our troops haven't been spared, and more are falling ill.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dreamthralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe. Not an encouraging thought, but a true one.
At least you have your guard up. Maybe you'll even make it to Thirdborn.
At ease. The Envoy's more than capable, and I know my way around Shatterscarp. Even if it's been a few years.
Look, Envoy. Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right?
Good luck, Envoy. Gods protect you.
They're not fighting over territory, they're fighting over who's suffered the most. We live in unusual times.
Those Dreamthralls are at Thirdborn's gates.
The city is under attack. Let's not waste a moment.
You're mine now!
Ugly bro.
Thank the gods for the cavalry.
For the wheel. Dream with us.
The Dreamthralls almost got through. Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit.
I, left without saying my goodbyes.
Kai shouldn't be here. None of you should be here. Huh. You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
Right. Answer the question, Adiran.
Come on, Daran. They slew those Dreamthralls for us. I doubt he could have done that if he was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans raised Fior. We'll be next. Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
Daran, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
That's the problem with the Dream Scourge. When you find symptoms, it's already too late.
We better get to clearing out these corpses. We'll need help. There's too many to haul off between the two of us.
The attack seems to be over. Everyone okay?
Who needs fabric?
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice you with riches?
An entire settlement in flames? And they stole your research?
Yes, and I'm going to get it back.
Let it go, Yatsley. They'll kill you.
They can certainly try.
Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. Yeah, I'm sure that's what Ludwine said to the Animancers as she scorched their homes.
I know you're upset, Temerty, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. Does she intend to raise our home as well?
Maybe worse. Ludwine's goons stole all my research on the godless back in Fjord, and now she's a little too interested in the godless ruins here.
What do you mean? Oh, gods. And she's going into the ruins to get it. Andra's depths. If I could help you, I would. The fact of the matter is, I'm in over my head already. I can't even protect the ruins myself. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at Dreamthralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of Dreamthralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwine wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage. I didn't know they made Adirans with such bravery. You never know what marvels you live to see. You're likely gonna die a very horrible death, but I pray Galawain will at least make it fast.
If she doesn't want to be found, that's all the more reason for us to go looking.
When an Archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. It's definitely practical, I'll give her that. Although, I wonder if it's because she likes giving trespassers nightmares. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But, if you want to find Ringgrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsley, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerti. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an Archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an Archmage, after all.
Thank goodness we have Yatsley. Our little friend group needed a bit of chaos.